Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Today we'll take another shloka from the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And this shloka is spoken by Lord Brahma. Very simple and sweet shloka with a wonderful context or background. So let us see this. Aho bhagyam nanda gopa vrajavkasam yanmitram paramanandam purnam brahma sanatanam. Sai Mohan Prabhu. Aho bhagyam
Aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam. Hare Krishna.
Riyansh. Nanda gopa vrajavkasam.
Nanda Gopa Vrajavasam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavasam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavasam.
Okay. Ranendra Prabhu. Yanmitram paramanandam.
Yanmitram paramanandam, Yanmitram paramanandam, Yanmitram paramanandam, Yanmitram paramanandam.
Vrinda Mataji. Purnam Brahma Sanatanam.
Purnam Brahma Sanatanam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you. Hare Dandavat Pranam.
Full shloka. Krishiva. Aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam.
Aho Bhagyam, Aho Bhagyam,
Nanda gopa vrajavkasam.
Nanda Gopa Vrajavasam,
Yanmitram paramanandam.
Yanmitram Paramadandam,
Purnam Brahma Sanatanam.
Purnam Brahma Sanatanam.
Good. Divya Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. Aho Bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavasam, Yanmitram Paramanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam.
Okay, thank you. Divya Gauranga Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavkasam, Yanmitram Paramanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Chinmayi.
Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavkasam, Yanmitram Paramanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Chinmayi.
Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavkasam, Yanmitram Paramanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam.
Sweta Mataji.
Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavkasam, Yanmitram Paramanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Hare Krishna.
Naimisha.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranama. Aho Bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavkasam, Yanmitram
Paramanandam,
Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranama. Hare Krishna. Aho Bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavkasam, Yanmitram Paramanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajavkasam, Yanmitra Paramanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So remaining devotees can recite at the end. Now we will discuss the meaning of the shloka. So as many of you know, in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful episode called Brahma Vimohana Leela. So this shloka comes as a part of the prayers of Lord Brahma after that Brahma Vimohana Leela. So Krishna killed Aghasur, a great python demon who came to swallow and kill all the gopas and the calves in Vrindavan. So, but Krishna effortlessly killed Aghasur. And all the devatas in the upper planets, they started glorifying Krishna. They were playing all kinds of musical instruments, praising Krishna. And all those sounds went all the way to Brahmalok also. And Brahma was wondering, Brahma was thinking, hey, who is this boy? Even devatas are praising this boy that he had killed Aghasur, such a great demon. So let me go and see. So it was Brahma who went on Kshira Sagar to request the Lord to appear on this planet. Okay, but Brahma also got bewildered. So Brahma came to Vrindavan and he was seeing Krishna on the bank of Yamuna. And Krishna was sitting in the middle, and all the other gopas were sitting in so many hundreds and thousands of concentric circles while taking their lunch on the bank of Yamuna. And Krishna was feeding his lunch, food from his lunch bag to all the gopas. And all the gopas were also feeding from their mouths directly to Krishna. And Krishna is having such a wonderful picnic with all the gopas. And seeing that, Brahma felt, is he God? Is he the Supreme Lord? Is he the one who had killed Aghasur? Let me test him. So what did Brahma do? So Brahma had stolen all the calves of Krishna. And the gopas who were taking lunch became little worried about their calves. And they were kind of panicking. Then Krishna said, oh, don't worry. He got up from his lunch to go and search for the calves, while the gopas were happily taking their lunch. So Krishna went to search. So Krishna personally wants to take the anxieties of his devotees. That's why he personally went to search, although he did not finish his lunch. The curd rice that he was eating was still in his hands only. So he went out. Meanwhile, Brahma came and he had stolen the boys also. Actually, Brahma did not steal the boys. Brahma did not steal the calves also. Whatever boys and calves that Brahma had stolen were not the real gopas and real calves. They were some illusory calves created by the Lord. Just like Ravana came to steal Sita, isn't it? So, but could he steal Sita, real Sita? He only stole Maya Sita. Original Sita is hidden somewhere. Similarly, Krishna, by his mystic potency, by his Yoga Maya, he had hidden the real boys and real calves somewhere, and he has presented some illusory calves, and Brahma had stolen them. And he went. And meanwhile, Krishna searched for the calves everywhere innocently. He was acting like that. And he didn't find calves anywhere. So he came on the banks of the Yamuna to meet his friends. And friends were also not there. The young boys, the gopas were also not there. So to bewilder Brahma even more, Krishna started searching for his friends also. Brahma smiled. Oh, everybody is praising that he is God. And now I understand what kind of God he is. So he is searching for the calves. Let me have the fun. So Brahma just went away. As soon as Brahma went away, Krishna expanded himself into hundreds and thousands and millions of cows, millions of calves and gopas. And he exactly replicated the forms of all his friends and the calves. Some calves are white, some are brown, some are black, some are having a white body with some spots, brown spots on their body. So in this way, there are different types of calves with different shapes, different mannerisms, different habits, different natures. Krishna imitated all these calves. Okay. Similarly, Krishna had so many friends, hundreds and thousands of friends. Some boys were thin, some boys were fat, some boys were short, some were little long. They had different habits and mannerisms. Krishna took their forms and exactly replicated all their habits and mannerisms, including their dresses, their sticks, their lunch bags. All these were also manifested by Krishna. So like that, Krishna expanded himself into hundreds and thousands of calves and gopas and went back to the village. And he started reciprocating with all the cows and mothers and fathers of Vrindavan. Like this, 1 year passed. 1 full year passed while Krishna experienced the love and affection of all the mothers of Vrindavan, all the fathers of Vrindavan, all the cows of Vrindavan in the form of their own children. Okay, all because Brahma had stolen the boys and calves. So, like this 1 year passed, but this 1 year is like a moment for Brahma in his Brahma Loka. As soon as he had stolen the calves and boys, Brahma came back to see what's happening. Let me watch the fun in Vrindavan. When he came there, he saw all the gopas and the calves are playing with Krishna as usual. Brahma was completely bewildered. So he came forward and he saw that all these boys and the calves manifested themselves in 400 Vishnumurti forms. They all revealed their Vishnu forms. And all of them again went back into Krishna. So Krishna is the source of all these boys and calves and all the Vishnumurti forms. And all of them went back into Krishna. And seeing that, Brahma was completely bewildered. So this is Brahma Vimohana Leela in short. Even 2-3 hours or 5 hours would become less to describe these details of the Leela. But I spoke in 5-6 minutes. So now let's come to that shloka. So Brahma felt guilty. Brahma felt bad. And he started offering prayers to Krishna. And this is one of the prayers of Brahma. This one. Aho bhagyam nanda gopa vrajavkasam yanmitram paramanandam purnam brahma sanatanam. So here Brahma is saying that aho bhagyam, aho, it's an expression of wonder. Wow, amazing. Alas, bhagyam. Bhagyam is fortune. He's saying that twice. Aho bhagyam, what a great fortune, what a great fortune. Whose fortune? Nanda Gopa Vrajavkasam. All the inhabitants of Vraja, all the Vrajavasis headed by Nanda Gopa Maharaj. Okay. Nanda Maharaj is the head of all the Gopas and the Gopis. He is the king of Vrindavan. So all the residents of Vrindavan community headed by Nanda Maharaj are extremely fortunate. What a great fortune. What a great fortune. Aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam. Brahma is saying this. So why they are fortunate? Why the creator of the universe, Brahma, is saying that they are so fortunate? Answer is here. Yan mitram paramanandam. So Krishna personally became their mitra. Mitra is friend. To be more specific, Brahma is glorifying the devotees in Sakhyarasa, the friendly devotees of Krishna, the Gopas of Krishna. It can apply to the entire Vrindavan community also, but specifically the Gopas. So Yan Mitram. So Krishna is acting as their Mitra, friend. And Paramanandam, he is giving great Ananda. Anandam is bliss. Parama Anandam is supreme bliss, unalloyed bliss, full bliss, great bliss. So Krishna is personally acting as their dear friend and giving them the supreme bliss and happiness. And who is Krishna? If a person acts as friend of another person, how can this person be so fortunate? If this person is great, then only he is fortunate. So what is the greatness of Krishna here? That is Purnam, he is the complete Lord. Brahma, spiritual. Sanatanam, eternal. So Krishna is the complete, eternal, spiritual Lord. So he is the supreme spiritual personality who is complete in all respects. Purnam Brahma Sanatanam, the supreme absolute truth Krishna, appeared as a friend of all these Gopas in the Nanda Maharaj's cowherd village. So they are so fortunate. They are so fortunate. So you see, Purnam means complete. On a Paurnami day, the moon is complete circle. Okay, you can see full circle of the moon on Paurnami day, isn't it? On Saptami, on other days like Saptami, Navami, Dashami, Ekadashi, all these other days, you don't see the moon complete circle. You will see half moon, quarter moon, or 80% of moon, 90% of the moon. You don't see 100% of moon. You will see only on Purnami day. So here, Krishna is described as Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Why he is Purna? Because he is the complete Supreme Lord who is endowed with all qualities. So Krishna is Chatushashti Kala Prapurna. Means he is endowed with all 64 qualities in full. He is endowed with all 6 opulences in full. Right? While Krishna's expansions need not be so complete. Yeah, potentially complete, but they don't exhibit all the qualities that Krishna exhibits. Krishna has unlimited incarnations, as Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam shrujamyaham. Whenever there is a decline in dharma and increase in adharma, I want to reverse the situation. That's why I appear in some incarnation. Krishna said it, right? So Krishna appears in so many incarnations, but in all incarnations, Krishna is not complete. So in some incarnations, Krishna exhibits only some qualities. In some other incarnations, Krishna exhibits some other qualities and some other pastimes. But when he personally comes as Krishna, he is complete. So, for example, Narasimha Dev doesn't have a Balya Leela. You don't see baby Narasimha taking birth from Mother Yashoda or some other motherly devotee. Matsya Avatar, Kurma Avatar, Varaha Avatar. So all these great incarnations of the Lord, their pastimes are very limited. They are not as elaborately described in scriptures, or they are not as elaborately manifested really like Krishna's pastimes. So Krishna takes birth. There is one full chapter, Janmashtami chapter. Krishna's birthday is being celebrated. One full chapter, Nandotsav chapter. Krishna is 3 days old. He killed Putana. A big episode. One full chapter. And Krishna killed Sakadasur when he was 3 months old. Another full chapter. So like that, Krishna's growth from his birth till maybe around 10 years old. So in this one decade, the pastimes that Krishna has done are described in half of 10th canto, about 40 chapters. Now, if you go to Ramayana and you find the Balya Leela of Lord Ramachandra, they are described in very few verses. The Balakanda is very small. In that also, Ram's childhood pastimes. So in that form, the Supreme Lord is exhibiting some sobriety, some ideal behavior, ideal king, ideal husband, ideal brother, ideal son, ideal human. So like that, Krishna, in the form of Lord Ramachandra, Ram is exhibiting certain ideals. He is Maryada Purushottam. Similarly, Narasimha has his pastimes, like he wants to kill the demons and protect his devotees. Like that, in different incarnations, the Lord exhibits different qualities, but in the form of Krishna, his pastimes are more elaborate, much sweeter, because he is Purna Purushottam. Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. He is a complete Lord. Okay. Ram said, Ekapatni Vrata. I'll marry only one wife. That's amazing. Okay. He wants to set the right ideal. But Krishna said, okay, 16,100 people, 100 princesses are kidnapped by Narakasur. Okay. So Krishna went, fought with Narakasur, killed Narakasur, and released all the 16,100 princesses and said, you can go. And these people, these girls said, no, where will we go? We can't go back. This fellow has kidnapped us. Then Krishna said, okay, no problem. Go to Dwarka. I'll come. So he had sent all of them to Dwarka. He rescued them and gave them shelter and married them, made them his queens in Dwarka, and kept each and one of them in 16,100 palaces. Right? He has constructed 16,100 palaces for each one of them. Okay. So like that, Krishna's ability and Krishna's mood of reciprocation with all kinds of devotees at such a high scale can be seen in Krishna's incarnation only, Krishna's form only. So that's why he's Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. That Purna Brahma Sanatanam, that complete manifestation of Supreme Absolute Truth is acting like a mitra, a friend. Of whom? Vrajavakasam, Nandagopa Vrajavakasam. Of all the Vrajavasis who are headed by Nanda Maharaj. So now Krishna manifested his pastimes at different places when he came on this earth. He manifested his pastimes in Vrindavan, Mathura, Dwarka, Hastinapur, Kundinapur, Swargalok, Sutalok. Like that, he did his pastimes everywhere. And he had so many devotees at different places. But amongst all the pastimes that Krishna enacted in this world, the pastimes that he had enacted in Vrindavan for the first around 1 decade of his manifest pastimes, they are the sweetest pastimes. Krishna is there for about 120 years, and of all those 12-13 decades, first decade is much sweeter because he stayed in Vrindavan. Okay, first 1 decade of his pastimes they happened in Vrindavan. They are the sweetest pastimes, and they occupy practically half of the 10th canto. Remaining 12 decades of Krishna's manifest pastimes are described in half. First 1 decade is described in 1/2. Okay, that's the significance of Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes. So we saw how Krishna is Purna Brahma, complete Supreme Lord, and within that manifestation of Krishna's form also, Krishna's manifestation in Vrindavan is even topmost. So he's playing with all these gopas. Not only that, he took the form of those gopas and he went to their mothers. For this 1 full year, he's reciprocating with all the mothers and receiving their motherly affection, right? Drinking their milk, being bathed by them, being dressed by them, being decorated by them, being fed by them. So they were making Krishna sleep. Their own sons sleep, but the son is Krishna only. So Krishna's ability and hunger to reciprocate with the love and affection of his devotees is unlimited, especially in Vrindavan. Krishna has unlimited qualities. Of all the qualities of Krishna, the topmost quality of Krishna is his intention to reciprocate with the love of his devotees. His bhakta vatsalyata, his affection for his devotees is his topmost quality amongst all the qualities. And that affection for his devotees is displayed to the supreme degree in Vrindavan. Because no one can love Krishna as much as Vrajavasis love Krishna. And Krishna doesn't love any other devotee as much as he loves the Vrajavasis. So all the top rankers of all rasas in which a devotee can love Krishna, they are there in Vrindavan. So Vatsalya rasa toppers are in Vrindavan. Sakhya rasa toppers are in Vrindavan. Madhurya rasa toppers are there in Vrindavan. Just like the best of all streams end up in a good university, right? So similarly, best of all devotees in all rasas end up in Vrindavan. And they are eternally part of Vrindavan. So Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. This is Bhagyam. This is the greatest Bhagya. So the greatest Bhagya or fortune of a living being is to completely manifest one's love for Krishna and to completely accept, receive and get nourished by the love of Krishna. Whether we know it or not, realize it or not, Krishna loves us more than anyone else can ever love us. And we love Krishna more than anyone else, more than we love anyone else, whether we know it or not. So the soul is an amsha of Krishna. By default, the soul has unlimited love for Krishna, right? So the greatest satisfaction of a spirit soul is in loving Krishna and be loved by Krishna. Krishna always loves us, but when the soul is in the material world, the soul's love for Krishna is covered by material desires, by egoistic tendencies. The process of bhakti is to develop that love for Krishna. So the point is that we love Krishna the most and Krishna loves us the most. And this relationship between the soul and the Supreme Lord, Bhagavan and Bhakta, is manifested to the supreme degree in Vrindavan, in Krishna's relationship with Vrindavan Vasis. So Vrajavasis are the topmost lovers of Krishna, and Krishna loves Vrajavasis more than any other living beings. Right? Of course, he loves every single living being, but amongst all those people that Krishna loves, Vrajavasis get the first rank. Okay, so that's why Bhagyam. Vrajavasis are the most fortunate living beings, most fortunate devotees amongst all the devotees of Krishna. And who is saying this? Brahma, the supreme authority, the supreme personality within this universe. Brahma is saying that Vrajavasis are most fortunate. Okay, so let us offer our obeisances to the lotus feet of all the Vrajavasis, whether they are Gopas or the Gopis or the cows or calves. All of them are our worshipable devotees. So only by their mercy we can develop some devotion for Krishna. They are the most fortunate devotees. Okay, thank you very much. Kratha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, yes, Yashoda, you can recite. Aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam.
अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपाव्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Hare Krishna. Sudarshan.
अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपा व्रजकुसुम यनमित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. धन्यवाद प्रभु.
Divya Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपाव्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. हरे कृष्ण गुरुजी. धन्यवाद प्रणाम.
Dhanyavad. Hasini.
अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपाव्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. हरे कृष्ण. Thank you.
Riyansh.
अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपाव्रजौकसं यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. हरे कृष्ण रोज.
Hari Hari. Chinmayi.
अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपाव्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Naimisha.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. धन्यवाद प्रणाम. अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपाव्रजौकसं यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. धन्यवाद प्रणाम.
Shubha Prasanna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. अहो भाग्यम नंद गोप व्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम.
Neelam Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी. धन्यवाद प्रणाम. अहो भाग्यम नंद गोप व्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. हरे कृष्ण.
Surim.
अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपा व्रजौकसं यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. धन्यवाद प्रणाम. अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपा व्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम.
Vijay Mataji. Vijay Durga Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु. अहो भाग्यम नंद गोप व्रजौकसं यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम.
Thank you. Jalika Mahaprabhu.
Yes. अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपाव्रजौकसं यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. धन्यवाद प्रणाम. अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपव्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम.
Thank you. Soumya Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. अहो भाग्यम नंद गोप व्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम. दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
अहोभाग्यम नंदगोपव्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानंदं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे
भावना माताजी।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। अहो भाग्यम नन्दगोपव्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानन्दं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम्। थैंक यू प्रभु जी।
बुल्ली रेड्डी प्रभु।
अहोभाग्यम नन्दगोपव्रजौकसां यन्मित्रं परमानन्दं पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम्।
पद्मजा माताजी।
श्री कृष्ण प्रभु जी। अहोभाग्यम नन्दगोपाव्रजौकसं यन्मित्रं परमानन्दं पूर्णं ब्रह्मं सनातनं। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Okay. Then who is remaining? Deepali Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। अहो भाग्यम नंद गोपा व्रजौकसम यन्मित्रं परमानंदम पूर्णं ब्रह्म सनातनम। थैंक यू प्रभु।
Then Deepali Mataji done, right? Okay. Everyone recited. Thank you very much. Vrinda Katare Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Can I see the screen, Prabhuji?
You are not seeing the screen?
No, Prabhuji, I'm not able to see the screen. 1 second, Prabhuji. I can see. Aho bhagyam nanda gopa vrajakasam yanmitram paramanandam purnam brahma sanatanam. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. We'll meet next week with another shloka. Mithra Srimad Bhagavatam. Jai Prabhupada Jai.